Speed opened the door to find his neighbor Mr. Williams holding an FBI badge. "Darren, we need to talk." Speed's brain froze for a moment. The old man who lived next door for 3 years, who read the newspaper every morning, who had a cat named Whiskers, was holding a real FBI badge that gleamed in the hallway light. Chat was still flowing. 120,000 people were watching live, but Speed couldn't speak. Mr. Williams? Speed's voice trembled. "Is this a joke?" The old man sighed. He looked 68, but his posture had suddenly changed. Back straight, eyes sharp. "No, Darren. May I come in?" "We shouldn't have this conversation in the hallway." Speed stepped aside. Instead of his usual casual clothes, the man wore a dark suit. Chat had exploded. "FBI? What's happening? Speed getting arrested?" Mr. Williams entered and scanned the room. He professionally checked the curtains, then turned to Speed. "First, my name isn't Williams. Agent Marcus Thompson. And yes, I've been your neighbor for 3 years." Speed was still in shock. But why? Did I do something?" Marcus shook his head. "No, quite the opposite. You didn't do anything. We were protecting you." "Protecting? From what?" Marcus sat down. He looked tired. "Do you remember 2021? That big bank heist in Los Angeles?" "Yeah, everyone was talking about it. They stole 50 million. Correct. And one of the robbers had targeted you." Speed's blood ran cold. "What? Why me?" "Because," Marcus gestured at the screens, "you're famous. You're wealthy, and most importantly, you have a routine life. Streaming at the same time every day, shopping at the same places. Perfect target." Chat had gone quiet. Everyone was listening. Marcus continued. "We caught one of the robbers, James Mitchell. During interrogation, he confessed. Their next targets were celebrities. You were on the list, at the top." Yo, Speed stood up. "This can't be real." "Check your phone," Marcus said. 2021, March 15th. "Remember your new neighbor who moved into the apartment?" Speed opened his phone, looked at old photos. Indeed, Mr. Williams had moved in exactly on that date. This is insane." "Mitchell's plan was simple," Marcus explained. "He'd follow you, learn your routine, break in when you weren't home. But we acted first. I moved in. Surveillance began." 3 years, Speed whispered. "You've been watching me for 3 years. Protecting," Marcus corrected. "And I wasn't alone. Remember? The new tenant downstairs, Maria?" Speed's eyes widened. "She too?" "Agent Gonzalez." "The college student across the hall, Tom?" "No. Agent Bradley. We secured your entire floor, Darren. You didn't know it, but you were under 24/7 protection." Speed looked at the camera, then at Marcus. "Chat is seeing this. 120,000 people. If you're lying," Marcus smiled. "I'm not lying. In fact," he pulled out his phone. "Let me show you something." The phone had security camera footage. Speed was shocked watching himself. Every day entering and leaving home, every movement recorded. "Is this legal?" Speed asked. "It was necessary for your safety, and yes, legal. We got permission from apartment management." "Wait," Speed remembered something. "Last year, that night, someone tried to pick my lock. You!" Marcus nodded. "Yes, that was me. Mitchell's partner, Gary Foster, had been released. I saw him coming up to your floor. I stopped him. I just thought it was some drunk guy. I made it look that way. We took Foster into custody while you were sleeping." Speed's mind was spinning. His whole life felt like a lie. "What about Whiskers, your cat?" Marcus smiled genuinely for the first time. "She's real. I love cats. The only good part of this job was spending time with Whiskers." Chat had gotten emotional. Protect Speed at all costs. WFBI Agent Williams the GOAT. "So now what?" Speed asked. "Why tell me now?" Marcus's face turned serious. "Because my assignment is over. Mitchell and his entire crew are in prison. Life sentences. You're safe now. And I'm retiring." "Retiring? 40 years is enough. You were my last assignment. And honestly," the old man laughed, "my most fun assignment. I watched your streams every day. Laughed. Sometimes even typed in chats." "What?" Speed was shocked. "What's your username?" "Old Man Willie 68, Marcus said with a grin. Speed's jaw dropped. "That's you? The one who donates every stream?" "I donated part of my salary to you. Counts as mission expenses." Marcus winked. Speed wiped his eyes. He was crying but also laughing. "Mr. Williams, Agent Thompson, Marcus, whoever you are, thank you." "I thank you," Marcus said. "For 3 years, you were a good neighbor to me. Every morning you said, 'Good morning, Mr. Williams.' When I was sick, you brought soup. Were you really sick?" "Food poisoning. That was real. FBI agents get sick too," he laughed. Speed thought, "So now what? Are you moving?" Marcus nodded. "Tomorrow, going to Florida. Real retirement. But first," he pulled out an envelope. "This is for you." Speed opened the envelope. Inside was a letter and a photo. The photo showed Marcus as a young FBI agent. The letter read, "Darren, in my 40-year career, I've protected presidents, celebrities, witnesses, but none were as genuine as you. You're not just Speed. You're a good person. Don't forget that. P.S. Can Whiskers stay with you? She loves you more than me. Marcus." Speed was crying. Chat was crying. "Of course Whiskers can stay with me." Marcus stood up. "One last thing. The FBI has a message for you." Speed tensed. "What?" "Thank you. Without knowing it, your streams have saved many young lives. Depressed youth, lonely people. Your energy gave them hope. Know that." Walking to the door, he paused. "Oh, and Darren? Your new neighbor upstairs? Yeah? She's a real neighbor. No need to be paranoid anymore." He laughed and left. Speed stayed quiet for a long time. Chat was flooding with messages. Then he spoke. "Chat, I've been under FBI protection for 3 years. Mr. Williams was actually an agent, and I never noticed. Someone donated. Speed, you're our hero. Even the FBI protects you." Speed smiled. "You know what? Mr. Williams, Marcus is right. We all protect each other. Me by entertaining you, you by supporting me, FBI by protecting me. It's a cycle." The next day, Marcus was moving out. Speed helped. The apartment was empty, but something in the corner caught Speed's eye. "What's this?" he asked, pointing at a dusty box. Marcus smiled. "Open it." Inside were hundreds of photos, all from Speed's stream moments. Laughing, screaming, celebrating. "For the mission report," Marcus said. "But I kept them. Good memories. Can I have these? I saved them for you anyway." As they said goodbye, Marcus stopped. "Darren, I lied to you." Speed's heart stopped. "What?" "Being your neighbor wasn't just an assignment. These really were the best 3 years in this apartment building. You're like a son to me." The two men hugged, one a famous YouTuber, the other a retired FBI agent. But in that moment, they were just two friends. After Marcus left, Speed returned home. Whiskers meowed. "Yes, Cat, you're with me now. Your dad was an FBI agent. Cool, right?" He turned to Chat. "Guys, life is weird. You never know who's an angel. I thought Mr. Williams was just my old neighbor. Turns out, he was my guardian angel." And Speed learned a lesson that day. Sometimes the greatest heroes are the ones who look like the most ordinary people. Like Mr. Williams, like Marcus Thompson, or just like a neighbor.